propeller engine, like the propeller engines. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're also going to, and as an introduction, we're going to talk about like all the different propeller engines of Plane Crazy, as you can see right here. We're also going to make a tutorial of like the new one I've made. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons of it. So, let's talk about the limits of the existing ones. So as you can see, like I have 4 of the most common engines used. Well, the 3 first ones aren't like really common, but like they're part of the game. They don't make a lot of power. Like all 4 of them. Like this one doesn't even make power. It's just like for the good looks of your plane. And I don't find them really useful, so I was gonna try to like make a new one that would actually like produce power somehow. Gonna be connected to the plane. Let's add a few motor locks here. Yeah, I'm building a bit quick right now, but it's for the sake of keeping the video short. Okay, half blocks. Pretty easy stuff to find. Try to make this motor like unpowered. It's pretty good. So like this part here, you can make it as long as you want, but I'll just keep it like 1 long. For the sake of like to just keep this simplicity on, because like we can make the motor like taller. So now we're going to add the hover thrusters. Oh shoot. That's bad placing. Weird hitboxes. Okay, now you gotta place like the propeller blades like right. You can see the back side of the hover thrusters. You want to like make the top part of the blade like on that back side, kind of. My explanation is probably wrong, but like here, that's the engine. You can also like screw the blades and just like put a wheel on this, and you can make it taller for more power. Not simply only adding hover thrusters, of course. Like you also have to add some motors on the sides. Something like this. So for the side motors, you really don't need any configurations. But like, and like, why would you configure them if you don't need to? And then you can like re-add the prop on top. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Engine. So for pros, it actually makes like a lot of power, like an acceptable amount of power, and you might need to like add a few other super rockets or hover drives, but like it won't be that enormous amount. So for another pro, it is like kind of somehow realistic, because like if your friend in PvP like breaks like one part of it, it will make less power. There's like no counter torque at all unless you overspeed. Then it is pretty easy to tune. You can like add and like get less power easily by like adding more levels. So for cons, it becomes very unstable when it overspeeds, and counter torque becomes a thing. But overspeed is like pretty high, so like it's gonna take time to reach it if you have like a weaker engine. It takes a bunch of space. Like this is like the biggest one out of all. But I think it can still be used into bombers. But then like it's also very complex. So like for mobile players or like players with weaker computers, and like, or for people who make really big bombers and add this to it, it might make some lag. And yeah, it's also complex to build. It takes quite a while. And that's pretty much it. For the sake of like not being way too laggy, because I don't have the most powerful computer ever. So here, like, we're gonna test it on this bomber and like actually prove the power of this thing. Let me decrease throttle. Okay, that's like pain that's like only this plane is gonna have issues with, pretty much. Okay, let's start the engines and let's go. So as you can see, like, these engines are also throttleable, so you can give them some power. They can go pretty dang fast. Like, please note here that like it actually goes faster. It's just that like because of the lag, it's like just literally a lot slower. As it can climb pretty well, and so like that's the pretty like good parts of the engines. But as you can see, this plane looks ridiculous. These engines are like way too big. So yeah, that's like pretty much the engine in action. It's pretty powerful. It can definitely push some of those bigger planes. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye!